Hello, happy Sunday, and welcome to our children's message. This past week, a bunch of us went out and we gave a bunch of the Kidz Club kids some coloring books and other fun things, some ice cream, and a couple of them, the second graders, got a Bible from us. It's a tradition in our church that every second grader gets a Bible, and we weren't going to let a global pandemic stop us from doing that. As many of you know, or maybe you don't if you're new here, I grew up in this church, and I got my Bible at second grade, and so I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about Bibles. This is the Bible that I got when I was in second grade from Pastor Craig. So that was a long time ago. This Bible has been through a lot with me. There's some sunscreen on it from when I went to camp, and it's worn out, and there's different verses in here that I used to take this Bible to the south to visit my family down there every summer. And there's some underlinings in it, right? You can kind of see right there, where I would memorize the verse, and then they would underline it and date it so that I would never forget it. And this Bible has been through so much. And then one year, let's see what year. In 2008, I was just about to turn some age. My mom got me a new Bible with my name on it. And this was to take with me to camp. And it's similar, but it's very different. See, this one has little fun facts in it, and it has some animations, and it has maps, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff in this one that this one just didn't have. This one is the newly revised standard version, and this one is it's the same thing, but a children's version. Right? And there's a million different versions of the Bible out there. I have one, I'm missing it. I don't know what happened. I think we moved and a bunch of my stuff got lost. But I had another Bible that I was given at confirmation. That version is the Message version. And then I have this version, the Common English Bible. This Bible is much different. This Bible is very special to me. It was given to me at the first solid retreat I ever attended. I think it was my senior year of high school. There were 3 of us, children, that went on it. And Heather gave every kid that was participating at Solid that week a new Bible. And this Bible was with me all 4 years I worked at summer camp. You can kind of tell that this one is very loved and very used. You can tell that it had been shoved in a camp backpack, and the pages are all ruffled and folded, and the entirety of Genesis is waterlogged, ironically, because it was left out in the rain at camp. I set it down next to the campfire, and the next morning when it started raining, there was a moment of panic, and I found my Bible, and we dried it out, and it survived. There's all different kinds of versions of the Bible, and there's some with pictures and there's some without. There's even a Lego version of the Bible that we have in one of our youth rooms. The Bible is all about what fits for you. There's a million different versions, and it's all about finding the right version for you and what works for you and wearing it out and wearing it out. We have a rule in our church that when the second grader wears out their Bible, they get a new one. This version that Heather Williams gave me has been so worn out that I found a different one. But this one has her name on it instead of mine. She left it in my office in a box. It had never been used, and now it's the one I use the most. Bibles are so great. There's so many different things in them. This year we focused a lot on learning the books of the Bible. We didn't make it all the way before we had to go home, but that's okay. We'll start it up again next year, and eventually, we'll all know all of the books of the Bible beginning to end. There's a million different stories. There's a million different life lessons that can be learned from this book. And I hope that all of the kids that come through and get their Bibles with us love them and use them as much as I do, as much as we all do, and learn as much as they can from these books. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week full of joy and blessings. I hope that the weather continues staying nice, but that we get a little bit of rain because our grass is dying. I hope you all go in peace and enjoy this earth.